What's up, everybody? Welcome to another reading with the Crown Priestess. It is post-election day here in the States, and I thought, what better time to give somebody a little word. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that peace finds its way to you. And all that other jazz, but I think peace needs to come first, and I do believe that is the theme that Spirit is trying to get into, seeking peace or allowing peace to find you, because that was the way they said it. It's interesting because I just saw something online where this man, and I believe he's a pastor, said it's like there's a Bentley, and he was talking about relationships, but he said it's like there's a Bentley that keeps circling the block looking for a parking. And it's like the parking space that this Bentley wants is being occupied by some rundown wreck of a fucking junk car. Like something like that. So it, don't catch me lying. I'm paraphrasing. But it's like something has been trying to arrive for you, but it can't reach you because there's something in the way. And in the video that I was watching, the man was talking about relationships, and he was talking about how entitled and like non-committal men, just the ones, the fuck boys and all that shit, like they do a lot of hoovering like that around women on purpose, because, well, a lot of them are just narcissistic, and it is a form of manipulation, right? But it's like, it's to make sure, it's not that they want to be there, it's that they want to make sure nobody else gets around you. Because, right, what happens is that if the right man or woman, take this energy how it resonates, if the right person shows up in your life, if the right opportunities show up in your life, then this person no longer has, they no longer have a job to do. Like their job is done. They're no longer needed. They're no longer, I don't even want to say a resource, because I feel like people like that are not resources to you. But the long story short is this person wouldn't have access to you anymore. And they don't want that. That's the thing about a selfish ass motherfucker, a narcissistic ass bitch. They want access to you. And unfortunately, as people who are conditioned into this type of abuse and these type of patterns, is that we allow these people to have too much access to us, and yeah, it's like somebody else, it's like something is so, it's like, it's already here. That's what Spirit is saying. It's already here, but they can't get in. They can't get inside. It's like the club is at capacity or some shit. Like, man, that guy, I just be scrolling and watching shit. And because of my algorithm and the things that I do, that I am into, I watch a lot of, just random stuff. And I don't often remember who these people are or what they do. But this guy, he was saying like the flyest shit. Like he was just saying fly shit, bro. And it just made all the sense. And it inspired me to do a reading. So, okay, let's go. Like, it's like Spirit was like, yep, you gotta do a reading now. Decisions, you see that? But it's like, I'm telling you, whatever it is, it's already there. It's already, right? Because you wouldn't have to make a decision if the opportunities were not already presented, right? If you only had one option, then there's nothing really to make a decision about. Like, there's nothing to compare it to, so to speak, is what I'm getting with this energy. But if I'm at this crossroad and they almost look like the same ass road, only one is obviously leading one way and the other one is obviously leading somewhere else, but you know one of these paths already. I've had this conversation before. What else? Look at this. This harmony triggers conflict. I'm telling you, this like beef real bad with you and somebody. And I do believe this person is hovering. Like, that's literally it. Like, they are just, they watching you. They staying close. They just lingering. They around. You know, this. Oh, my God. I literally saw today. I was outside and, you know, I was walking down the strip where I live or whatever, close to where I live. And there was this store that looked like it was out of business. It wasn't, though. What happened is they relocated. But so the store was shut down. And a guy wrote on a little ass business card, "We around." Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And I thought it was so funny because right at just like at a snapshot, right? Like just looking at it, you would say, oh damn, they went out of business. But if you go up close, you would see that he wrote a little note that says "We around," and he put the phone number, I guess, to let his regular clients know where he relocated to. But it's something like that. It's like somebody's like, yeah, I'm around. Like, you know, and it's like, ugh, it's a little cringy because whoever this is, and there's a woman here too, gross, you know, but it's everybody, you take it how it resonates, man or woman, it doesn't matter. But it's like, if you're trying to date someone else or get a new job or whatever it is, it's like somebody is around to make sure that's not happening. It's like, that's how I'm hearing it. Like, I'm around. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't get it fucked up. Don't get too comfortable trying to move on, bitch. Like, gross. I don't think that's funny at all. But it's funny because, like, people who act like this are just jokes to me. Especially when they trying to talk to a bitch like me. Because, like, you gonna fuck around and find out so, like, you're really gonna be crushed by the end of this fight. But there's something like that. Like, somebody is intentionally lingering because they don't want you. They can feel the distance between you. They can feel that you about to retreat. You know, they can feel that you put them in a timeout. These are the words on this card. I feel like this happened with somebody. Somebody walked away, probably brokenhearted, not really wanting to, but having to, which is why this woman is looking back at this man. But you see, the man hasn't moved. He's just standing there watching her walk away. It's like, it's some shit like that. Child, please. Ooh, I'm so tired. Okay, let's see. This is happening right now. Something about the leaves on the ground. You can be spending time near, in nature, specifically near like river water, ocean water, rocks, leaves, things like that. I'm seeing like a river front or a riverbed, something out in nature. Okay, there was beef here. Okay, there was beef here because remember, disharmony triggers and conflict, and now guilt and sabotage has fallen on top of that. So there was beef here, and I feel like somebody says something that they can't take back. They said something that they can't go back on. Right. And it was like look where I split this. Confusion, control, and tactics. It's like they were trying to one-up you or make you feel away or try to prove a point or whatever the situation is, and it backfired. It backfired. This is somebody who's looking for... This is somebody who don't know how to just tell you that they don't want to lose you, you know? They don't want to tell you, like they don't know how to tell you. They don't want to tell you because they feel like it'll weaken them. Yeah, it's a facade. But it's making you walk away. Like it's making you leave. is going to make you feel like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. Put yourself on the side of this. You belong on. Let's see what the tarot's talking about. Okay. And this can be with a lot of things, right? Place it how you need to, because I'm almost getting, for some of you too, this is not even in the romantic sense. I feel like some of you are going through this with family or friends as well, where it's like there was a disagreement. There was, I'm getting, excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a very heated argument, to be honest. I haven't pulled no tarot out, but I wouldn't be surprised to see like Tower, Knight of Swords, shit like that, like Five of Wands. I wouldn't be surprised if those cards jump out once I start, once they start pulling them out, because it's just that it's like this energy feels really, I'm gonna be honest, it feels a little tumultuous. It feels toxic. It feels, I want to say that people were saying things that they meant, you know, feelings. People are angry. They say things sometimes that maybe they wish they didn't say, but it doesn't mean they didn't really mean it in the moment. You know, it's just people, a lot of times when they're heated, they're impulsive, they're not really thinking about what they're saying. They're just trying to hurt somebody, or, you know, like get the last word or whatever it is. And it's like somebody went too far, or they said something that they feel like they can't come back from now, and they want to apologize because you're not talking to them. Page of Cups with the Hermit, Seven of Wands at the bottom. That's somebody being blocked, somebody not entertaining, somebody trying to keep their sanity. I'm not doing this anymore. I want to be alone. Now this person has time to think. They sitting and thinking by themselves. And then it's like they realize that they owe you an apology, or like they should reach out. They should say something. They're definitely thinking about you. They have you on their hearts is what I'm hearing, even though like it's thought, but like they have you on their hearts. There's something about you that no matter, I'm telling you, somebody walked the fuck out. Somebody like stormed off. And you see she's by water here too. She's by water. She's like walking away on a beach or a river. I kept getting a riverfront. This person is also by the water. Okay. It's like I'm sorry, y'all. I'm channeling a lot. I can hear it. Like I can hear it's like just the back, like it's back and forth, it's back and forth, it's back and forth. And then all of a sudden it's like it was like these people were going toe to toe. They were going the distance with each other with this argument, with this discussion, with this debate. And then somebody went to hell with what they said. Or, you know, they said something that was like, well, if that's how you feel, then what the fuck are we doing here? And the other person just walked off. And it's like almost immediately this person that said whatever it was that caused the other person to walk off, it's like they felt it right there. Like, fuck. I wasn't trying to, like, I thought we were doing this. Like, I thought we were just going to argue, and I don't know what they thought was going to happen after that. But you know what I mean? They weren't expecting for a bitch to be like, you know what? The fuck out. Like, I'm out of here. Because that's what it is too. It's not even like this person was cast away. It was like you just walked out. You casted yourself away. And I just heard, and they didn't come running after you. Like, it's like, you didn't come after me? Where's that from? That's from a movie. Oh my God. So, well, I'm not talking about the original one, even though I did see the original one, but I'm talking about the remake with Lindsay Lohan and like Dennis Quaid, and I forget that woman, rest her soul, but I loved her so much as an actress. But the Parent Trap, Disney's Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, that was my movie, first of all. They ate. But there's a part in the movie where the mother explains to the father, you know, because they were separated. They separated with the twins. And like, you know, and then the twins end up meeting up at the camp and all of that. Watch the movie, it's fire if you never saw it. But when they come back together and they're basically like talking about what it is that happened, like however they separated, you know, it was a heated argument. They were young, it was impulsive. And Like, she threw a blow dry at him, he said. Like, that's how real it was. It got spicy, right? They kept that real in it. They keep it brief because it's a Disney movie, but like, that's a real, like, it was heated. That's how you know it was some heated ass shit for her to hit this nigga, right? Like, she threw a blow dryer at him, and she packed her shit and left. Like, she took one of her babies, left the other baby there, and she dipped. But she said to him, like, you never came after me. And he was like, I didn't realize you wanted me to. And it was very evident that, like, neither of them wanted that. Like, clearly she didn't want to walk away from him, and he didn't want her to walk away from him. But that's what happened, and that's where it stood, and that's the energy that I'm getting from this. Yeah, right. I'm about to say, because it was about to flip, and then it went back. Five of Pentacles. Somebody's alone. Somebody's alone. Somebody's sad. Look what was behind that. I told you I wouldn't be surprised about that card. Because of this argument, the Knight of Swords, somebody said something that stung. It stung, it stuck, and it's like this, no one's going to let it go. The Four of Swords have fell out of my hands while I was about to shuffle. It's like, yeah, somebody's like, you know what, enough's enough. I'm just going to... It clearly hurts, you know. It clearly hurts really bad for both parties that this happened. But, all right, what's about to happen? What you going to do about it? Okay, there's possibility for it to come back together. How? Or this could just be you going to have fun and do other things, as for those of you who are not going to, like, reconcile with this. But Three of Cups sometimes can mean coming back together, reconciling, having fun. There is hope, though. See that? I'm wishing on a star. That's what I'm getting now. Like, there goes the Five of Wands. Didn't I say I wouldn't be surprised if these cards showed up? The Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands. What was the other one I said? I said Tower, but I guess it wasn't that deep. Which, I'm not going to say that it wasn't that deep, because this feels deep. But what I will say is, maybe Spirit don't think it's that deep. You know, because God know when to separate some shit and when not to. But with this kind of energy, I feel like there's a lot of hope still for this to come back together. For some of you, I'll be honest, with this Five of Wands on the bottom too, it feels like you know this is business as usual. It's like, oh man, here we are. Like, this is not the first rodeo, so whatever. I'm gonna walk the fuck away because I know in a few days you're gonna come back like some regular shit. But now I'll say this: know your person and know the discernment, because right, Moon, there's like, you gotta know this person's agenda for real. Don't forget that Facades and Beliefs did come out in the Yin Yang oracles, because there's like, there is an energy for somebody that's watching that's like this, the Hoover and shit that I talked about in the beginning, like just lingering and being around for the sake of nothing else coming in to bless your life. So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know your story. Like, if you especially if it's not your first rodeo, it's like, I think you've been through it enough times to know what's real and what's not. And so that's probably why it got to a point where you just even walked away from the shit. Because somebody just says something so final. Like, that's what it is. It feels like finality. It feels finite. You know, like whatever they said, it felt like stamped and it mailed out. You can't change it now. You know? Like, it's like, that's it. It's already on the way. Can't do nothing about it. Type shit. So, okay. Wish you to do about this, or what's your advice? Yeah, I would, so you have this Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands. This person definitely wants to make an attempt to come back, but I think Spirit is honestly encouraging you to kind of just, remember in the beginning when I said peace is trying to find you, right? Something like that. Like, keep your sanity, okay? Because this person too, the thing about them is, they have a very weird way of showing you how they love you, how they care, how they whatever. A very unorthodox way of, like, this person's immature, you know? Like, I mean, we didn't get a king or a queen by mistake over here, right? We got nothing but pages and knights. Knight of Swords, angry ass, impulsive motherfucker. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Everybody's young. Immature. It was just an immature situation. And to be honest, this woman here, she looks the opposite. She looks very mature, very stable. She looks like she has age on her. She knows better. She just looks like she knows better. And so I don't feel like Spirit is requiring you to engage with this person. I think walking away from them was the right thing. Are they going to reach out again? Sure. What you do with that is up to you, but I would kind of just less is more with this individual, at least for now. At least for now. Yeah, it is a divine connection. You know, with the lovers, this person could have other options. You could have other options. That's that Bentley circling the block looking for a parking, but Dusty's parked in front. So you know how it go. But is it a divine connection? Sure. Yeah, a soulmate, somebody who was definitely brought here to teach you a lesson or be with you or however you want to see it in your world. But that's twice now with the Four of Swords. That Spirit is encouraging you to just like park it off this energy. It's not for you to be doing any work right now. It's definitely on them. It's on their end. So I'm going to get you a Starseed Oracle and we finna go. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but okay. It says deep. We the Hathers. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. I'll get some clarification on it. Sorry, y'all. I think it has a lot to do with, to be honest, what I'm channeling is that it has a lot to do with trusting where you're being led, right? And making space for that Bentley circling the block. Right. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. Using your discernment, knowing your truth. Again, trusting where you're being led. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. Like, you're not bugging. You weren't wrong. You might have had to cuss a nigga out. You might have had to say some harsh shit before you stormed off. But it had to be said, okay? Empress on the bottom. The Empress, we already know. And that's crazy because the card said deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So somebody could literally be pregnant or finding out that they're pregnant. And maybe that's why you had to walk away from the energy, because they're just not on the level. Listen, y'all, we have a new ruler. And he ain't with the shits over there. So don't just be all willy-nilly giving niggas the raw. And listen, okay? That's just a side message. But overall, I think that you guys are on the right path. I think that you need to continue. You know what's right. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. And so long as you kind of stay in that energy and allow things to be what they are and where they are, the universe will bless you. The Empress is a blessed energy. She ain't gotta do shit. God gives her everything. Everything comes to her. Everything is alive around her. Everything is birthed around her, and it's like effortlessly. So, okay. That's it. Love, light, and abundance.